Hello and welcome to the 2018 Meet the Candidates, a voter education program sponsored by the Shakopee Chamber and Visitors Bureau. Today I'm joined by Angelica Contreras, one of the local city council candidates. Angelica, thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
Why don't you start by telling our voters a little about yourself?
Yes, well, my name is Angelica Contreras, like you said, and I've lived in Shakopee for the last 20 years. I'm married and have 4 wonderful kids. I'm currently the vice president of the Shakopee Diversity Alliance, and I am a member at large and do the community work for the Shakopee Soccer Association. I am also the co-director of the Association of Professionals and Students, and that is an organization that advocates for higher education. And last, I work for the CAP agency through the Scott and Carver WIC program, and that's where I'm a certified lactation counselor. Sorry.
Great. The first question today will be, investors are pulling out of projects in our community, citing an instability and unpredictability with city politics. How do we restore predictability and stability so that investors feel confident putting their money and projects here in Shakopee?
Right. Well, you restore predictability and stability by voting in a mayor and council members like myself who are willing to lead and represent who we really are as a community. Willing to support local businesses and for sustainable and responsible development and growth so we can continue to move Shakopee forward.
Great. The next question. Define tax increment financing for our audience and voters.
Tax increment financing, also known as TIF, is a public financing tool or method that is used to pay for redevelopment and infrastructure to help the city meet a goal.
Great. So the follow-up to that then would be, when does tax increment financing work?
Correct. Well, it works. TIF works when a city has a strong and a specific goal it wants to achieve. For example, when it's workforce based, you're bringing a business that's going to bring, more jobs, or when you're bringing economical prosperity back into the city.
Wonderful. The next question. As the Shakopee Chamber of Commerce, we are unapologetically pro-Shakopee and pro-business. How is your agenda pro-business, and how does that differ from your opponents?
Well, my agenda is very pro-business. Just, working to get this development done in downtown Shakopee so we can, continue to match the growth we have here and bring in people with skills and qualities to work here and live here. Where we have these businesses, if they can work and live here, they will continue to contribute and support to our local economy. Now, different from my opponents, based on what I've read, I don't believe they're all willing to fully support development and growth, and I don't believe they completely understand what TIF is and how this tool works and how beneficial it can be for us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The next question. What cities do you think are doing a good job, and what lessons can be learned from them?
I like this question. Well, I believe Shakopee has done and is doing an amazing job. Yes, we've had a couple hiccups due to some current council members, but I believe that if you see our current data that we have out, we have some of the lowest city taxes compared to our peer cities. So maybe it's time for other cities to see us and see what they can do to be better themselves, because we are doing an amazing job.
Wonderful.
You're welcome.
The final question.
Yep.
What has been your greatest learning opportunity in life to date?
To date, being a mother, I'll be honest. That, to me, it took me a while. It took me a while to have my kids, but through my children, I've been exposed to many needs of the community. I've seen and I've been involved in different events and groups and projects, and I've seen the need of diverse representation. That's why I feel I'll be able to represent minority groups of all backgrounds, not limited to a few. We need to provide families with tools needed for success, and I need to work hard to provide them with the Shakopee to live in, to play in, and to work in, and I'm willing to do that.
Fantastic. Well, thank you,
You're very welcome.
Angelica Contreras, and thank you for watching the 2018 Meet the Candidates.
Thank you.